Good evening, y'all. How are you? Notification squad, sound off. excuse me. Night Reaper, how are you, my friend? Good to see you, brother. Welcome. Forgive me. I'm a bit under the weather. I think it may be allergies or some sort of cough combination, but I'm doing okay. I'm gonna go see El Doctore just to make sure that I'm good to go. But I was resting a lot today, and this evening I was like, I want to crash, but I don't feel like I can crash, and I didn't stream last night. Hopefully it brings back the character I already made. I have a feeling it's not going to rip. Oh well, that's alright, I can remake it real quick. But I'll remake it while I'm talking to y'all. So yeah. So I figured we should stream. Figure we should all hang out if we can. Do our snowbody thing, Let's see. So we'll see. It may not be a very long stream, but I don't know. We will understand. I appreciate you, ma'am. Exactly right, Reaper, for sure. Right, that comes first, But at the same time, like, gotta relax a little bit. Gotta, like, get your mind off it and just kind of chill and take care of business and have fun here and there. So give me just a hot second. I'm gonna make this second character again. I already kind of had a build going with these magic assassin bros I was telling y'all about. So give me just a hot second. Alright, so for anybody who has been around, you may or may not have seen that I have tried to play this game before on Xbox when it first came out, but I just haven't ever had the time. I probably still don't have the time, but if I do, I didn't have the time for Outward either, but we just completed that, and that was an awesome experience. And I'll probably revisit that game. Gotta have the snow color, right? Fairly soon. But I really want to play through this game, and I've tried to refrain from looking too much into it. I know kind of some overarching things like in the beginning, but for the most part, actually he'll probably have Constitution. I haven't gotten to check out too much of this game, and it's a cool game. I mean, all the streamers that I kind of like that play RPGs seem to have loved this game, and I've played it multiple times through, so I definitely want to give it a go. We are gonna go... So the really cool thing about this game is there's all these builds you can do, and there's all these different skills. So what I'm doing right now is I've got 2 controllers. That way I can make 2 characters, and then I'm just gonna disconnect one of the controllers once I get into the game, so that because you control all your people anyway, so that just gives me 2 characters that I've like picked what I want to do, So I'm making my second character here, which is going to be surprisingly not a necromancer for being a skeletal guy, but it's going to be a polymorpher and what did I say? Geomancer? Was that the build I ended up deciding on? I think it was. So I've got this crazy idea. Use contamination to get this gentleman healing all the time. Bullhorns to get us into combat. Chameleon cloak because he's a bit of a thief. As far as the poison goes, something that's also going to be awesome about that is I think it's worth making him a torturer. I don't really know. I haven't played that far into this game. But we're going to find out. Kind of the thing I'm doing here is I'm playing with the character on the left. And I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but that's kind of like my profile, my main character, you know? So like once I disconnect, that'll be the person who it is. And so this guy, let's just play his origin story real quick. It'll be the easiest way.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. He sent me to save the elves I grew up amongst. I arrived too late. Lucian ordered the use of death fog against the Black Ring, annihilating everyone I once knew in the process. Now I'm a mercenary killer, one of the infamous Lone Wolves. And my next target is none other than Lucian's own son.
So there you go. So obviously he's kind of doing some, he's like an assassin. He'll be kind of the main character. And then Fane, now I'm sure that he's got a very fleshed out backstory that I'm just not aware of because I haven't beaten the game yet. But anyways, he should be a torturer now, right? Cool. Let's listen to his origin story. Excuse me.
Oh, don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death. Mine are not. Yet when I emerged from my completely unjustified imprisonment, I found them gone. Our culture forgotten. Any trace of the world I knew all but obliterated. I must even hide my true face beneath an ever-shifting mask for fear you savages will attack me. That is how I wander this strange world, trying to uncover the truth about a history you primitive people never even knew existed.
So yeah, Fane's a little bit more of a mystery. He, you know, he's trying to find out about his people or what have you. So I thought they could be a good pair up because it kind of makes sense where he's like, you primitive people like assassinate each other and etc. and you're prone to death. It kind of just feeds into the whole narrative. And y'all know me, when I play these games, as much as I can, I like to create as much of a narrative as I can and follow the narrative and then influence it to create kind of what I personally see as the best version of the story. So we'll see how it goes. Of course, we've got to have some SnowbodyHere influence on one of these guys. I think I've kind of touched on it here in both of them. But I made it where he's a conjurer. And I think what I'm going to do is he's going to have frost armor. Because frost armor is real interesting. It puts on... That's not what we want to do. Sorry. This menu's a little weird. It's definitely better on PC, but my PC just wasn't having it, you know? Okay. So it forms a defensive barrier. It adds 8 magic armor, but it cures all of these things. Burning, poison, stunned, frozen, stunned, suffocating, and petrified. So I think it's a good thing to have. Rain to put out fires, create wet surfaces, and then with the wet surfaces, then my boy Fane is going to be able to create toxin environments. And I think he's going to be my tank. Ethan's going to be more of my healer. And I think I can buy the heal spell pretty quickly. So, hold on, sorry. I'll try not to just cough in your ear here. Anyone watching this in the future, you know, I'm sorry. I'm feeling kind of under the weather here, you know. But I still wanted to kind of put this together here for you. So I hope we're all having a good time. Appreciate you all being here. But, yeah, and I think I can use the frozen armor on my little dude, because he's going to have conjuration. One, because I think the conjuration's kind of cool, and two, because the more you summon your little creature, I think, and this is where I say, like, meta tips are appreciated, you know what I mean? Like, I don't necessarily just want to, like, know all story stuff, but, like, this game's very build-based, so it's kind of like, if certain things are good to use together, like, by all means, please let me know, you know? Like, if it may not take the back seating, but the information is good, you know? And I like to hear it. So, yeah, I can't decide though, because I feel like I should probably put a healing spell, but here's the thing. Healing hurts undead. So the only person he would be healing is himself, and I've kind of set the undead guy up to already get himself healing. Worst case scenario, you can just turn invisible. Get that out of there. So, I think that this is the way to go, and it kind of creates this funny dynamic of maybe, like, because he didn't know the healing spell, then that's why they're on this prison ship. Or are they under deep cover? And it kind of creates this fun opening question. It's like, you know? I don't know. It's just fun. Y'all know I'm going way too deep into this stuff, but that's just the fun of it. Anyways, I think that this is the way I'm going to go. So, I think we're going to do the frost armor, the rain, the summon. And then the cool thing about Fane is he's like a warrior. He's going to be my tank character, but he's going to do it in a very kind of like magical, very mischievous way. So he has a spell that's kind of interesting. Excuse me. To where I did it again. Okay. So, Chameleon Cloak, let's just talk about Chameleon Cloak first, because Chameleon Cloak's awesome. So, Chameleon Cloak grants you the power to blend in with any environment as if you're an invisible, and set invisible for 2 turns. 2 turns. So, it's great for stealing and thieving, I believe, personally. I don't know, maybe there's a better way, but I feel like it's awesome. Being able to completely turn invisible, and who would be able to turn invisible except for like a crazy undead mage guy? So also he can sprout magnificent horns from the forehead, making you see red. You can rush at your enemies and gore them. Increases retribution ability by 1 for the duration. Incompatible with Medusa's head. So there's a tree in here called Warfare that I want him to get, which has a charge ability which knocks them down, which is superior. And this one requires you put the thing on and then you have to go and charge them. But I think this is going to be fun because this is kind of like the character of Fane, where he's like, he uses magic, he puts on horns, like he goes and rushes in to knock people down, like he doesn't have any regard for the enemies he's fighting, you know? He'll just buff himself up and then go take them out. And then poison everyone around him and they all die a toxic death and he's just like, meh, meh, you know? So I think it plays into his character in a fun way. And then I think having things like Fortify down the line, where I can get physical armor and I can remove certain things, because, you know, I want him to be poisoned. I don't want him to be bleeding, burning, acid, all that stuff, but I do want him to be poisoned, so I don't need Fortify off the bat, but it's a good, interesting thing to put down the line to make him tankier. And then all the cool things you can do with Chameleon. So, oh, because I picked Polymorph, I get an additional attribute. I think mostly he's gonna smack people with physical attacks. At the end of the day, he's gonna go sword and shield. Which does mean, like, staying alive, you know? Because if the fight's especially hard, I want him to be able to hold out and just keep poisoning himself so that he just constantly heals because he's undead and poison heals him. Oh man, y'all, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I contracted or like who I was around or when I started kind of like feeling bad, but I need to go back and look in the stream because I remember it was like a couple streams ago where I was like, guys, I just feel so tired all of a sudden. And man, it has just not gotten better since. But hopefully after I go see the doctor, it'll be good. I'll get whatever I need to get. But I digress. Let's see. Yeah, so I think this is the build. I think these are the characters. I think it's going to be fun. So, JS Blues, thank you kindly for hitting that follow button. Coming to chill on the chillest side. Appreciate you. Gosh, I just keep feeling like he's got telekinesis, he's got Hydro Fist summoning, cool. This is kind of cool, like he's got a wand which casts magic. So the cool thing about that is he's a summoner, so like if he casts a flame spell and hits somebody and it puts a mad like flame on the ground, he can summon a flame entity out of it versus like the ground entity from the regular ground. So there's something fun there, but he's got the shield to keep himself alive because he's a hunter, right? He's always fighting some dangerous prey. He's got the scars on him, you know, and of course Fane, he's just like living the high life, right? He's undead, he doesn't care. He just murders them because it works with his plan to go discover his people or whatever. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, bet. Are you sure you're done with character creation? Not in the slightest, but we're going to have to live with it. Hold on. Yes, we're good then. We're living with it. So I've got his talents as Torturer. You can't mess with the tags because he's an origin character, which I'm fine with. As far as his instrument goes, I think I'm going to go with that one. So how's everything sounding for y'all? Everything good? You'll let me know if it's a little quiet. Beware, playing as undead poses unique risks and benefits. Undead must veil their true selves from the living or risk being attacked. Healing potions and spells will damage you, while poison heals. Undead can pick locks with a bony finger alone, and can survive the scourge of death fog. Alright, cutscene, y'all.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Dadgum, those poor people. Who is this witch?
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough.
Oh, she's talking to him? That's hilarious.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Okay. So now... Oh.
Well, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today.
Basic movement. Welcome. Move your characters with the left thumbstick.
Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world.
Oh, Jiminy Crickets. So he has an interesting mask. Boast that you crafted it yourself using a tool to rip the faces from mortal creatures. Tell the skull to mind its own business. You're not here to chat with human detritus. Look at the skull inquisitively. Is it normal for a human remains to talk? I'm a skull inquiring of another skull. I feel like you would boast. Boast that you crafted it yourself using a tool that rips the faces from mortal creatures.
Is that a fact? And your voice? You ripped that from them too. I've never heard such silken tones from a naked
Admit that
skull.
your voice is something of a trick. Your words and tones are projected directly into the minds of others. Boast that you can make others hear voices, and you want them to hear that you are that powerful. Ask the talking cranium if he knows what's happening in the ship. Yeah, he doesn't have to explain everything, but that's cool that he projects his voice into people's heads.
How much do you think I get out? All I know is there are more like you. Well, not quite like you, but sorcerers collared on this tub, all heading to Fort Joy. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Cool. Alrighty. Rotate the camera with zoom. Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. Alright, save. What the crud? Oh, this is when I first tried to play the game. How far did I get in? 6 hours? We gotta beat 6 hours. This has gotta be the playthrough. Hold on. Let's get rid of these real quick. It's probably the one day I had to play it, and I just put as much time into it as I could. It's an awesome game. I've heard nothing but good things about it, but it's just, there's certain games that are just like, they're awesome games, but they're slow burns, you know? It takes a while to get through them. But then once you do, it's so rewarding. Like, I love Skyrim. I wish I could play Skyrim all the time, but like, Skyrim's a slow burn. It takes days, it takes months, it takes years. Alright, cool. So, starting fresh. This is the playthrough. Saving our game. The... Oh, wait, hold on. Capital. Oh. The playthrough. Did I just glitch it by deleting all those? It was weird that it said like such and such of 10. What the crud? No. You rascals. Bro, system storage says 0 of 10. Why do you hate me? Hold on. Let's just get past. We have to make these characters again. Whew. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, just start fresh. Like I've never touched this game before in my entire life. Well, how are you doing, chat? We'll see what it sinks. I'm gonna laugh when it's like, sorry. But like, dang, well, I mean, like, the fates do not want me to play this game. I've heard such good things. But if I can't save my game, if I've got to play in hardcore mode, I think that's probably gonna be pretty problematic. You know, sometimes it rains, sometimes it pours. Not much you can do. Wait, what? Part 8. Say who? Say what? How many things does it say part 8 on? Okay, cool. Yeah, Assassin Bros is what it needs to be saying. We're building a story here. Sometimes you gotta, hey, sometimes, you know, sometimes you gotta fight for the story. It's okay. I think I want to recruit the 2 on the side. They seem very important. The other 2 seem cool. But it's obviously like main guy, right? Glowy skull guy, purple fire girl, and then this guy's literally a red dragon, so I mean red reptile. Kinda hard to ignore. Night Reaper, how's your raid team going? You got every freaking class maxed out? The team will make short work of an old rusty sword. Agreed. So I'm hoping magic makes the difference. Welcome back to Rivellon. Story mode. Oh. Alright. Perfect. We're gonna go single player, even though it's not really single player. And I think, if I understand this, what is explore mode again? You prefer a fair fight, prefer a fair but forgiving adventure that rewards clever thinking in and out of battle. From my understanding, classic's like normal mode. So I think I want to just go normal mode to get like a, I mean it's classic, like I want to get a feel for the game, you know, like what it is in its base form. I almost want to say that playthrough I had with the 6 hours, like I tried to play it on the hardest difficulty or something goofy, like tactician mode. Gosh, I'm excited though. Who knows, you know? I mean, if they end up telling me to rest out more, which I mean, I'm gonna have to do regardless. I don't know how much I'll play this, but like, if there's an opportunity to, and if I can get a good flow going on this game, I think this will be what we'll be powering through. Alright, character creation. In the character creation screen, you can select an origin character or create a custom hero. Now, from my understanding, you should pick an origin character because they're like directly tied into the story. So origin characters have a rich personal background, custom stories, and unique tags. Note the custom characters do not, I think is what the rest of that said. So we're gonna go Ifban. And I don't know how much this starting armor really matters. We gotta get the face looking right though. Yeah. I don't remember which beard I had. It's the tutor though, right? Would either be that one or this one. I don't think it's this one, so it's gotta be that one. Hairstyle. I think so. I think the mage, the wand and shield, I think it's something interesting. So we've got the appearance. Oh, you know what? It's because I changed his face. I went with that one. Oh, that's right. Cause Evan's like kind of like he's a little battle worn, you know, like in his personality. I think that makes sense. And he's an assassin. Like he ain't just like the friendliest of folks. It's a little weird to make him a healer, but you know, that's kind of how their little assassin brotherhood goes. It makes sense. So let's go. I should have read those. I'll read them on this other screen. I mean, essentially it's attributes, right? So, intelligence, constitution, memory, wits. I don't assume memory will be a problem at first. Intelligence is probably going to be necessary. Probably intelligence and wit. Sounds like the kind of thing that, like, you know, magical assassin might have to have. I don't want leadership, I want summoning, and I want Hydra Fist. Yo, hold on. What did I miss? I need Mage, Orc Slayer, and Temple of all, for all three, all of them. I only need Mage, Orc Slayer, Templar, sorry. Only need Mage, Orc Slayer, and Templar for all three, all of them. And I have 3 level 4s. Dang, this game gives Skyrim a run for its money on the time spent on character customization. LOL, I know, right? Well, I think civil abilities are non-combat abilities. They come in handy when you are not solving a situation through conflict. So he's magically inclined. I think telekinesis is cool. I think persuasion's cool too, but he's already got bartering. He's already got something personality. So let's get something craftsmanship. I think telekinesis is the way. I don't remember what Lord Master does. I think it does something good. Identifies enemies and allows you to identify items. Increasing Lore Master allows you to identify more faster. Interesting. Well, I'm sure I can get that later. So as far as my skills go, I want to conjure and incarnate. I want to do Armor of Frost. So here's the thing. Hellstrike creates ice surfaces. Do ice surfaces count as water surfaces? I don't know that they do. I mean, they don't, obviously, but like when it comes to my other build with the poison, because if so, Hailstrike is like way better to use. I don't know, there's something cool about the fact that we come and like all of a sudden you hear rainfall and it's like, oh no, they're here. Put the Armor of Frost on us and then we just go into battle. Alright. In the character creation screen, you can select an origin character or create a custom hero. Understood. Origin characters have a rich personal background, custom stories, and unique tags. Note that custom characters don't. Fane, my man. Alright, but Fane, I feel like he needs the crazy Castlevania armor. Even though I don't know that you really get this armor. But it just sets the tone. Face is good. I think Fane face is the way to go. But you know what? Who says skeletons can't have beards? Whoop. Look at those emotes. Those are some sick emotes, Reaper. The attributes panel shows the primary stats that you can spend points in after you level up. Primary stats have direct influence on secondary stats. Spending points on combat abilities generally increases the damage you do in skill schools you invest in. However, there are other benefits as well. Read the descriptions of the schools to fully understand what the invested points do. So strength is good. I don't think we're going to worry as much about the magic right away. Constitution sounds good. Back. Warfare is cool, but instead we're going to do Polymorph, Geomancer, which means one more, which means Constitution. Civil abilities are non-combat abilities. They come in handy when you are not solving a situation through conflict. Alright. So instead, thievery. I mean, he's an undead guy. He doesn't care about stealing.
Be the very best.
That's so awesome. Thank you kindly for the 10 biddies, Reaper. It's true, man. Gotta be the very best. That is too funny. Thank you, man. Thank you kindly for the 10 biddies. I was so surprised. I was like, what is that? Every time. Those are so good. Those are so good. Such good sounds. Torturer. Tags. Tags determine what options are available to you in dialogue and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender, and background tags. Origin characters have unique origin tags. Let's go. So I guess I could read these. Human. Adventurous, confident. He's a human? Adventurous, confident, flexible at times, even clever. Humans are dominant and rivalent. They've always played a hero in their own endless wars, even when they're villains. You woke up and your world was gone. The last of your kind. You hide behind a charmed mask, searching for the truth about the history that no one knew existed. You're a male of one of the races. You're perceived as a male by those who encounter you. Undead. Some undead seek to return to life. Others long for sweet embrace of oblivion. They move amongst the other races unseen. Apex predators who can't afford detection. Lately, an unfamiliar voice beckons to them from a world unknown. Mystic. Cracks in reality lead you to other times and places. Some of the void, some of the gods. Your vision is not quite your own, but you can make use of it. Scholar. Intelligent and curious, your appetite for learning far exceeds your taste for bloodshed. Books and scrolls are the dearest of possessions. Select your origin instrument. It will take the lead in music during fights and will highlight various moments. Sounds good. Definitely, Reaper, definitely. I appreciate it. Man, I love the soundboard. It's going to be the death of my wall when I have a job, LOL. Well, yeah, be careful, right? Be careful. Alright, cool. So he's going to be a pet pal. We got our tags. So let's check out our story about Ifen. A crusader in Lucian's army. You lost your faith as war claimed countless innocents. Now you're a lone wolf mercenary. Your mission? Kill Lucian's son. Outlaw. Back alleys and rooftops know well the tread of your boot. You've got friends in low places and enemies to match. Trained in order, obedience, and warfare. You know the difference between a latrine and a lieutenant. Oh my goodness, look at these emotes. Just 2 of the streamers I've been lucky enough to get subs gifted to. Name the Skelly Dude Reaper and then I can help him in spirit a little. I know, I wish you could change their names, but because it's like a story character, I can't change it. I'd be down. We can do exactly though, I like it. You're helping me in spirit. Beware, playing as undead possesses unique risks and benefits. Undead must veil their true selves from the living or risk being attacked. Healing potions and spells will damage you, while poison heals. Undead can pick locks with a bony finger alone and can survive the scourge of death fog. I love this art style. Ah, it's so clean. Gosh, the interweaving of all the elements is so cool.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic.
That freaking smile.
And like flies to honey. The
Jeez.
monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared.
There's our
and
main
sent to
characters right there,
Fort
see 'em?
Joy.
Dwarf, redhead, dragon, guy.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their
Good.
story.
Help we kill you. Hopefully it didn't get too bad for those people, since like they kind of arrested her, you know? That seemed to be her ultimate goal. But yeah, I mean, those things definitely look terrifying. Alright, let's hope that I can save. Five new skills gained. Let's go. 10 new recipes.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
How's that volume sound for y'all?
Well, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today.
Welcome. Move your characters with left thumbstick. Basic movement. Understood.
Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that.
Boast that you crafted it yourself using a tool to rip the faces from mortal creatures. Tell the skull to mind its own business. You're not here to chat with human detritus. Look at the skull inquisitively. Is it normal for human remains to talk? We're boasting.
Is that a fact? And your voice? You ripped that from them too. I've never heard such silken tones from a naked skull.
Admit your voice is something of a trick. Your words and tone are projected directly into the mind of others. Boast that you can make others hear the voice you want them to hear. You're that powerful. Ask the talking cranium if he knows what's happening on this ship.
How much do you think I get out? All I know is there are more like you. Well, not quite like you. But sorcerers collared on this tub, all heading to Fort Joy. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Dang. Basic camera control. Rotate the camera with right thumbstick. Zoom in with right thumbstick. Alright, cool. What do you mean, Reaper? Because of the like side by side? That's just so you can co-op with your homies on this game. Like you can do split screen local co-op. But the only reason that I had to do that was just so that I could pick what I could have two starting characters that I pick what they have instead of just... Oh, you're serious? That sucks. So I just can't save my game. Wait, what is this? Increases the base maximum action points of hero characters to 8. Transform the black cat into a follower. Once rescued, a whistle will appear in your inventory. You can use this if your cat gets lost or if you want to change who it follows. Note that this is a persistent modification and cannot be turned off once activated. Plant your own herb garden. Take any herb and combine it with a bucket to create a seedling. Then just place your seedling in the ground and watch it grow. Note that this is a persistent modification and cannot be turned off once activated. Source meditation. Restore source points whenever a player character rests. From the ashes. Never underestimate the power of a good sleep. Simply use your bedroll in any non-combat time to resurrect your dead allies. Animal empathy allows all player characters to talk to animals without having to spend a talent point. Also changes Pet Pal talent to grant maximum positive attitude in all conversations with animals. Note that it is a persistent modification. It cannot be turned off. What is all this craziness? Let the reputation and skill of your whole party help you when you want to haggle for the best prices. Can I just turn all this on? Is this cheat codes? It sounds like it's just like quality of life enhancements. When entering combat, one or more random enemies will receive one of the new special statuses created for this modification. This will change everything you thought you knew about combat. What the crud? Plenty of new recipes and unique items to craft. New talents. Have you ever wanted to resurrect your allies as zombies? Do you hate missing the one attack that really matters? This modification contains remedies to those problems and many more. Increases the active radius of spirit vision and makes it last indefinitely. Manifest a magic mirror in the arena of Fort Joy along with the new character creation level. This allows you to respec before moving on to the next act of the game. Find a collection of special bags that allow you to better and automatically organize your inventory. Pet Power enhances the summoning class and its infusion spells immensely. With this mod, you can cast infusion spells on all available summons, not just your own incarnate. Each summon receives different skills depending on the base elemental infusion type. This is awesome! Yeah, Reaper, it's real bad. It's real crazy too because it combines and breaks apart in different ways. It's real weird. It's interesting. Find a new icon in your hotbar that you can use to toggle sprint on and off. Select your gift bag features. I don't want to turn something on and then I can't turn it off. Huh. Ooh, I have saves. Oh, thank goodness. Can I overwrite the save? Well, hold on. These saves weren't appearing earlier. Oh, come on. Bro, this is so sad. I can't believe this game is just completely borked for me. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Please remove an old game. System storage is out of space. And it's not my system storage, it's just the game freaking out. I guess that banner didn't remove much. Let me try to remove something bigger. Dragon Dogma was pretty intense. I don't know if I can do that right this second. How's that? I mean, we have 22, we have 39 gigs free. That should be plenty to save a game. Yeah, it's just a glitch. Ah, this is so sad. Let me see. Let me do a little research real quick. Okay, so it looks like I found the workaround. Oh me, oh my. testing. So I only need 14 more of the abduction tokens to get the silver badge for the event. Reaper, you're a freaking machine, and I respect it. Your grind is real. Oh, you know what? While this is loading, I need to understand what the gift bag is. I mean, this sounds awesome. What the heck? I'm gonna go ahead and take my leave.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Wow, yeah, there's a lot of saves in here.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted.
Take your coin then.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
Oh no. And then Twitch crashed. Well, definitely probably not what we were expecting from day one. I apologize. But y'all know how it is. Do it live.
Perhaps if those bleeding dwarves didn't eat so much.
I got that special shipment you was asking after.
Take your coin then.
Worse than war rations.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, at least it's saved. Maybe I should keep this one save just in case. Then I can at least play the game, right? I'm out.
Don't tell anyone where you got this, eh?
I kind of feel like I should like go get oh man, I can barely think. I almost feel like I should go offline and then come back online and then like start it all over again and act like none of that all happened. But here's the thing. Y'all been lurking. I appreciate y'all. Y'all people in the future. I'll probably put a timestamp below so that y'all can skip past this, or I'll edit it out if I can on YouTube. But I've been having a good time chilling, you know. I feel like crap, but that's okay. It happens. Be who you want to be. This gift bag widens the selection of face types and hairstyles for every race and gender in the game. Song of Nature. What if we have here? This gift bag is full of brim with treasures that will revamp the way you experience Divinity Original Sin 2. Well, dig deep. What you find can change the very rules of the game and add new features, powers, and possibilities. Use these. A new entry was added to the in-game menu. From there, access gift bag features menu. There you'll find gift bag contents, crafter's kit. I'm really excited about the crafter's kit. I mean, if this doesn't turn off achievements. And if I don't have to do the Pet Pal perk, everyone can talk to pets. That's so cool. Alright, well give me a hot second here, y'all. I am going to go check out my puppy dog. Take like 2 minutes just because that was a bit of a beating. And then we're gonna get in there and we're actually gonna play this game for the first time. Get it beaten for the first time. Hopefully have really awesome Assassin's Bro build like what we've worked for here. Yeah, so I'm excited about it. We'll see how it is. Get some water, not Rockstar. Yo, I feel you, brother. I got water right here, but I feel you, brother. I appreciate you. Are you surprised that I have water? I do like water. I just, you know, Rockstar helps elevate the brain capacity sometimes when I'm working on like tough projects or tough video games, you know, but I'll be right back. No, you right, man. You right. Energy drinks are not. They're not the vibe. They're useful, but at what cost? It's like blood magic in Dragon Age or something. It's on my list, man. It's on my list to get him kicked. Someday. I have before, but then I always end up drinking them again when, like, I got, like, to elevate my intellect and get things done, you know? It's so weird that it calls it single player, but yes, single player, classic mode. You prepared for the perils that await? I don't know. I hope so. I'm gonna try. I'll have one in a while. Man, they're delicious. It's like a it's like an alchemy potion, you know. I'm like, oh, I gotta take, like, if you've ever played World of Warcraft, like when you get the like 2-hour buff potions for raids. It's like, oh, gotta get my 2-hour buff, you know, get this raid completed. But that's not a good way to look at it. All right. A creature with an elemental resistance higher than 100 will regenerate from that element. Excuse me? Can I get mine to 100 then? Character creation. In the character creation screen, you can select an origin character or create a custom hero. Cool dragon guy. Origin characters have rich personal backgrounds, custom stories, and unique tags. Note that a custom character does not. It always gets me. It always gets me. I always think I'm going to be able to read that whole thing. I don't know why. I just forget. That beard kind of has more character to it, doesn't it? Makes him look like a rogue, but I mean, he is an outlaw. Attributes panel show you the primary stat. You can spend points after you level up. Primary stats have direct influence on secondary stats. Spending points on combat abilities generally increases the damage you do in skill schools you invest in. However, there are other benefits as well. Read the descriptions of the skills schools to fully understand what the invested points do. Bet. Alright, so intelligence I think is important, but then I think also wits. Civil abilities are non-combat abilities. They come in handy when you're not solving a situation through conflict. Dodging and resistance bonuses to all allies. Pretty cool, but I think I'd rather go Hydra's Fist. Talents determine a character's unique features. Select talents to complement a character's abilities and attributes. So, I could do Pet Pal, but I can also do that thing that makes everyone a Pet Pal. Which means I could do something else. And I don't know if there's any reason to not do those if they don't affect the achievements. Not that that's a huge deal anyway. But like Far Out could be awesome, because then I could do increase by 2 meters, which isn't a ton, but it's something. 5-star dinner's not bad. Huh. Ooh, you know what? Gives all magical skills a critical chance equal to your critical chance. That may be the way to go. Making magic critable. Because humans have an ingenious, which makes it where they crit more. I mean, the reach is nice, but it's only 2 meters. Ice King's cool, but I don't think I'm going to get myself high enough to really make use of it. But all magic skills, it doesn't say offensive. So that means heals could crit. I think that's the way to go. Rip. Pet Pal became there again. I'm gonna be sad if for some reason it doesn't work. Alright, we know what all this good stuff does. We've been here a couple times. Hopefully this time we're actually getting somewhere. So what happened, Reaper, was there was some kind of a glitch in the game and it wouldn't let me save with those characters I was making. So like I would kept like trying to fix the error and then go back in, and I finally Googled it and I found the fix for it. I just feel like that looks right in the character, even though he looks like kind of like a bad guy. I mean, what can you do? He's an assassin, right? Alright. So over here we want to do... Oh man. We want to do Feign. He does look sick in that stuff. Wait, hold on. I still have a point to spend. That registered after I hit that. I was like, wait, what did that say? Because of polymorph. Alright. Beware! Playing undead is terrible. What was it? Was that the one where he had like the... Is that the one I used, or is that the one where it's like ridiculously fluffy? Alright. Start game. Yes. Alright. This is beautiful, but we've seen this cutscene already twice. That's funny, yeah, that was funny, Reaper. I couldn't do it. It would make me laugh too much. I gotta have my guys looking kind of sickish. It's true. It did look cool.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Well, now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today. Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world. Is that a fact? And your voice? You ripped that from them too. I've never heard such silken tones from a naked
Admit that your
skull.
voice is something of a trick. Your words are in tone are projected directly into the mind of others.
Ha! Should have known it was a parlor gimmick. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Woo. Okay. Save successful, save successful. Let's go. Alright, so, main menu. Are you sure you want to return to the main menu? Yes, I am. We're almost done. We're almost actually going to play a game here. It's going to be a beautiful thing, let me tell you. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be just a great thing, y'all. Alright. Now, I need to go ahead and quit out of the game. And then go to this controller. Turn off controller. Look, I got a achievement. Escape the Kraken's clutches. Let's go. Oh, probably because I loaded the game in the future. Alright, so now that that's turned off, we load back in. That's hilarious. Well, we'll probably only get to play for a short time, but that's okay. Oh, your action points transfer to your next turn. That's very interesting. I just saw that tip. If you run out of money, barter. Exchange items in your inventory to make up value, of course. A steam cloud can be turned into a static cloud. Hopefully this loads the right game. Oh, man. Couldn't be easy, could it? Okay, so now when I load back in, got 1 bar, 2 homies. What? How do I... Ah. Perfect. Okay, I think we're actually ready to go. Formation. What the heck? How interesting. That's cool. So now as soon as combat starts, they're just going to automatically try to get into that position? Interesting. Okay, so gift bag features. So increase the base max action point of hero characters to 8. Increase. Sure. Transforms the black cat into a follower, and once rescued, a whistle will appear in your inventory. You can use this if your cat gets lost or if you want to change who it follows. Let's not do that right now. Plant your own herb garden. Take any herb and combine it with a bucket to create a seedling. Then just place your seedling in the ground and watch it grow. Note that this is a persistent modification and can't be turned off once activated. That sounds sick, so I'm going to turn it on. Restore source points whenever a player character rests. I don't know how broken this is because I don't know when you get source points. I'm going to turn it on. From the ashes, never underestimate the power of good sleep. Simply use the bedroll at any non-combat time to resurrect your dead allies. Hopefully my allies are never going to die, but that sounds great. Animal empathy allows all player characters to talk to animals without having to spend a talent point. Also, changes Pet Pal talent to grant maximum positive attitude in all conversations with animals. Note that this is persistent modification and cannot be turned off once activated. Yes, please. Hagglers. Let reputation and skill of your whole party help when you want to haggle for the best prices. Yes, that sounds great. Combat Randomizer. When entering combat, one or more random enemies will receive one of the new special statuses created for this modification. This will change everything you thought you knew about combat. This sounds super interesting, but since I haven't played through once, let's leave it off for now. Crafter's Kit. Plenty of new recipes and unique items to craft. Yeah, I love crafting. I mean, if my outward playthrough was anything. What was it Grim was talking about? Like, posted on Twitter? That was so funny. She's like, heck yes, no, I love it. Cook me some freaking, like, crazy dish. Divine Talents. New talents. Have you ever wanted to resurrect your allies as zombies? Do you hate missing the one attack that really matters? This modification contains remedies to those problems and more. I mean, sure, yeah. Enhanced Spirit Vision. Increases the active radius of Spirit Vision and makes it last indefinitely. Yes. Fort Joy Magic Mirror. Manifest a magic mirror in the arena of Fort Joy along with new character creation level. This allows you to respec before moving on to the next act of the game. Along with a new character creation level. What do you mean? If I check this, is it all of a sudden going to take away... I'm not going to do that one. Find a collection of special bags that allow you to better and automatically organize your inventory. That sounds awesome. Yes, please. Pet Power enhances the summoning class and its infusion spells immensely. With this mod, you can cast infusion spells on all available summons, not just your own incarnate. Each summon receives different skills depending on the base elemental infusion type. Awesome. Sorceress Sundries. In each major hub, you can now find a mysterious vendor selling exotic and potent artifacts. These artifacts can upgrade a character's own gear with immense power, bringing them up to the player's current level. Sure. Find a new icon in your hotbar, which you can use to toggle sprint on and off. Sprint increases your movement speed and the movement speed of your followers. Yes, please. Apply. Are you sure you want to change this modification? This modification will be baked into your saved game. You won't be able to disable it later. Are you sure you want to enable it? No, not really, but I'm going to say yes. Achievements will be disabled when playing with add-ons. Do you want to continue? No. Okay. No, I don't then. Which is unfortunate because now I don't have Pet Pal. F my life. Does it really matter if I get achievements? I think it matters, unfortunately. I thought it was the playthrough. It's not the playthrough. God dang it. It's alright, y'all. It's alright. I appreciate y'all hanging out here. Y'all definitely don't need to hang out, though, while I'm on the struggle bus. Ah, you're killing me, game. I knew that was going to happen, but I just didn't see it anywhere. I kept looking for it. I Googled it. No one really mentioned that it would. So I was like, alright, you know, it sounds awesome. It sounds cool. It sounds great. But I really do want to unlock the achievements for this game because that's always fun, you know? Wow. Okay. Reaper. I'm sorry. That's how it goes. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes trying to do that perfect playthrough. Trying to get those right characters. When it's like, at the end of the day, like, the achievements don't matter at all. But it's just like, the purity of the first playthrough, like, I should probably not play with all this gift bag stuff on. I was kind of leaving it up to the developer, like, if they felt like, I mean, those were pretty strong stuff, but if they felt like it just enhanced the game in a quality of life way that didn't have to disable that, I was down. But that's okay. I like being a pet pal. Critting spells was a little ridiculous anyway. It was a little too meta. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, we're fine. Okay. Perseverance. Well, we know we've got that. Alright, so typically I've been doing Hail Strike and Armor Frost. No, I've been doing Rain and Armor Frost. Maybe Hail Strike's the way to go. Rain's cool, but all it does is water. The difference is, though, is that Hail Strike requires 3 action points, which Rain requires 1. All this other stuff requires 1. Hail Strike requires quite a bit. We don't want Dimension Bolt, we want Conjure Incarnate, which requires 2. But if Hail still works with my build, which I think it's going to based on the way that Ice King was presented. It's probably what my hair would look like. That would probably be right there. I don't think I can do it, man. It does not, Reaper. It does not. It's probably just because, I mean, inevitably I need to go to sleep, but this way I don't get too wrapped up in it. I don't know. Funny enough, at least it took my mind off feeling crummy a little bit with how crummy this has been. So funny how it's like different, like the names they gave him are different depending on the situation, depending on the hair chosen. Dang it, Night Reaper, you've convinced me. I don't know why. There's just something about that crazy hairstyle and that goofy smile. Almost 2 hours? Yeah, man. I mean, you know. What can you do? Even though he might get an armor or something like that, and it won't even matter in the end of the day. I think this is going to be such a fun build once I finally get it going. Dadgummit. This poor little controller I'm using for this guy. Because you have to use 2 different controllers. It's like an all busted one I've got. It's not like physically busted, just the buttons are kind of like messed up. So I'll click wrong things.
Oh, don't stare.
His
How
face
will you
isn't
look
connected to
after
his beard?
eons in some ghastly crypt?
I feel like that was not...
Oh, don't stare.
Oh, wow. Weird. I mean, I don't know how many times you really see him talk like that. You gotta see that smile, though. That smile is so key.
Don't stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather prone to death.
I love the way the ponytail looks with the jewel in his head, though, for sure.
Stare. How would you look after eons in some ghastly crypt? Your people are rather
I love the
prone
samurai
to
look of it. It is a good hairstyle, though. He just looks like an absolute badass, I feel.
Don't stare. How would you look after eons?
He looks like he's probably like the boss in some Diablo game. You know, he's probably gonna have some kind of like sword, two-handed sword, some magic skills, torture attack, instruments. Cool. No, for sure, Reaper. I mean, like, I guess there's some logic to it. It's just funny, like, you would think, like, the fact that they let you get hair on it anyway, like, is weird. The hair comes out of your pores, and the pores aren't there, but, like, it's all good. Yes, I think I used the hail skill. I think I used the frost armor skill. I used the summon skill. I can heal myself with potions and stuff. We're gonna be a pet pal. Human barbarian, gesture outlaw. I want whatever that thing is. Can make it both white-headed. Is that purple? The purple-head warrior. Red. I think I'm gonna go harvest, man. I mean, it's like the 100th time I've made my character, so it's like if I want to change anything, this is probably the time, right?
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Chief. That's kind of cool again.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian.
I don't like how it's this beard's so pointy that it like tucks into his armor so quick, you know? Go with the big bushy beard. Oh, Leonidas. 300. It looks so ridiculous, the big beard.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything.
I don't know about that. What did I have originally? I don't know, that just looks too, like, stylized for the chaos of this game.
Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine. The war changed everything. Once I was a crusader for the Divine Order. I pledged my life to Lucian the Divine.
I think that's it. Okay. Jiminy Crickets. We got all the right skills. We got all the right things. Man, I hope so. I should double check. Okay. Frozen, Ice Hail, Conjuration. Bet. Hey, exactly, right? I like it. I like the way you think. Alright, so Toxic, Bull Rush, Chameleon, Torturer, Mystic, Cello. Oh, wait, hold on. Constitution, Strength. Perfect.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry, the sedative will wear off soon enough.
Alright. Here we are again.
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Well, now, aren't you a curious sight? If I'd had a mask to hide my bones as well as yours, maybe I'd still be walking around today. Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like
Suppose
that.
that you crafted it yourself using a tool to rip the faces from mortal creatures.
Is that a fact? And your voice? You ripped that from them too. I've never heard such silken tones from a native.
Ask the talk cranium if it knows what's happening on the ship.
How much do you think I get out? All I know is there are more like you. Well, not quite like you, but sorcerers collared on this tub, all heading to Fort Joy. Beyond that, your guess is as good as mine. Still, you'd best keep that mask on. The living don't take kindly to seeing their future staring back at them.
Did you see how quickly I almost messed that up? This looks familiar. So Reaper, there's actually not any more to the game. You just remake your character, and then you have the opening 2 dialogue lines, and it's quite the adventure, man. It leaves a lot to be desired, but it's fun. All right, quit. Gosh, you think like I'm literally performing like surgery here, or like hacks. Okay, so 2 hours in. Divinity, Original Sin. Let's go. Oh, I already feel like I've been beaten. I didn't need another beating. And here we go again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Now's where the fun begins, Reaper. This playthrough, well, I don't know. You and Pixie, y'all like the shenanigans, but I think y'all will enjoy this playthrough more. I know, right? We're gonna recruit him. He is sick. He's kind of a punk, but he's also sick. I feel so bad. All my homies are probably like, bro, what the heck? We want to see it, Snow. We want to see it. Give it to us. Give us Divinity Original Sin Definitive Edition. But, you know, it's a process. Alright. So, Divinity Original Sin 2. Alright, well, I'm going to have to cut it off for the night. Just kidding. Ball and Chain. $1,755 health.
Rubbish.
Rubbish. Pays to have telekinesis.
Nice haircut, Smiley.
Wait, what? They changed it.
Under lock and key.
Can you pick the lock though? Ah, thievery too though. You do have thievery though, right? I mean, you freaking better. How do I... Maybe panel selection? The action menu. I need just like a straight character. That's what I need. Alright, Fane. God dang it, Reaper. Dude, bro. Bro. I hate my life. I hate my life, Reaper. I hate my life, brother. He's got sneaking. Man. You know, sometimes... Yeah, for sure, brother. For sure. Wow, that's so sad. All right. Game, are you just telling me that I need to play on the hardest difficulty? That can't be what you're telling me. Tactician mode. Bring it on. Combat is demanding and your foes are devious and observant. For every surprise you spring, they will respond with 2 of their own. Not for the faint of heart. This is a terrible decision game. But you know, you cannot change this setting once the game starts. What kind of game is this? I'm not afraid of you. Final warning? You know what? This free, yeah, get me in there. Put me in. I'm not afraid of your tactician mode. You know what? We could have done this the easy way. You could have given me the right characters that I picked in the very beginning. You could have let me save my game. But now I'm gonna have to put you on tactician mode, and I'm gonna have to come at you, and I'm gonna have to meme on you while I'm dreaming on you, and we're gonna just literally destroy this game. It's gonna have to happen. It is what it is. The fates are calling. They're saying, listen, you can't beat this game 2 times. There's no beating it on classic and beating it on tactician. You gotta figure it out as you go. Get the best playthrough possible. Tell the story of these crazy assassin bros. And get to it. No excuses. Play it's tactician mode, not hell mode, you know? Just don't mess up. You betcha. You betcha, Reaper. Hey, you know, sometimes, I mean, obviously, like, part of it is just me feeling terrible. So, everything's gonna go wrong. Like, that's just the natural progression, you know? But, nonetheless, y'all know me. I always try to find some kind of a positive. You know, maybe it was all pointing me towards, does that face really match?
Once I was a crusader
Yeah.
for the Divine Order.
It's kind of cool. Yeah, he looks more like he's still kind of like the scoundrel, but like he could go either way, you know? Like he's probably going to be in it for his own self-interest, but like maybe he's going to do the right thing at the end of the day. I feel like that might match the character. Okay, let's see. Build is going to be... He's a crazy man. It's pretty slick. I think I want to start off with the fire wand, just because that way I can combo it with conjuring stuff. So with this, since I'm playing it on the harder difficulty, being able to heal might be important. Gosh, that cure is so powerful though. Can't do it. We're going all ice, baby. We're staying frosty on these fools. And we're gonna conjure an incarnate. Because I think if I conjure an incarnate, this is what I think happens. I think if you conjure an incarnate on water, they don't gain any attack abilities, but they gain the ability to use the heal ability. So I'm kind of getting the heal ability through a cheating means. Not really cheating means, but like through a good means here. An intelligent application of conjuring the thing. I've already got and the only way it happens is if it has water, so it'll have the ice here, so I think this is smart. Is it really smart? Probably not, but I think it's smart. I like to believe it's smart. Okay, so conjuring, frozen armor, ice spikes, little dude. Talents, we're going to be a pet pal, of course. It's the only thing we can affect on that page. Can't affect anything on this page. I think that's still cool. Okay, so as for this character, and not messing it up this time. Okay, we're not going to go Beast. We're not going to go Los. We're going to go Fane. Facial features. There's so many hilarious hairstyles for him. Thievery. Thievery. Wait, it's in the outward category, Rex? No way. Oh man, let me fix that. Thank you kindly for letting me know. No way. Oh, what a bummer. Oh, that's so goofy. I appreciate you letting me know. It makes sense though. It's been a rough night, Rex. It's been a rough night. How are you doing, Rex? Let me go make sure it stays that way. Just got up a half hour ago and fired up the home office. Technically I'm at work. Nice. Well, in that case, have a great day at work. Yeah, agreed. Have a great day at work. Let me just double check this character. Just. I know I paid extra attention to Fane. We got Frozen, we got Hail, we got Conjuration. We're probably going to get our butt kicked because for whatever reason I'm playing on the hardest difficulty because I've decided that that's why I'm jinxed. And yeah, who knows? Let's launch it up. I'm going to find you, you evil witch. I'm gonna take out all of my frustration from all this ridiculousness on your evil witch ways.
A single drop of source magic.
Freaking monstrousness. Absurdities.
like flies to honey. The monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began.
Alright, listen.
And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me.
I don't know, okay? I don't know what restart this
Just
is.
as I'd planned.
But
I was shackled and
somehow, in some realm, in some
and
world,
sent to Fort Joy.
even after restarting 4 times, I feel like the fact I haven't gotten anywhere really good in this game.
I'd come
it's
here
still
to
the
kill
first playthrough.
Godwoken.
We're just chasing that first playthrough.
But
We're
instead,
chasing the
I became
perfect lap.
part of their
Anyone seen that
story.
movie? So the Definitive Edition, it makes me so sad that Twitch didn't pick up Definitive Edition, so it reverted back to my old category. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. That's okay. Water can be turned into ice via freezing spells. Sue, does it still count as water? That is my question, and I'm going to cry when it probably doesn't. But that's alright. I'm excited about it.
So, still a bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough. Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Well, aren't you a curious sight? Where'd you get it? There can't be many curios like that in the world.
Make sure the bone guy has thievery. Oh, I just got a saucy follow on that inst. Wait, what? Ooh, saucy. Saucy. Gotcha. I'm too confused. It's been too crazy of a night. Alright. Thank you kindly for that follow, man. Yeah, I ripped it off people's faces. Yeah. What's going on in this ship? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. So we're going basic movement. We're going basic camera controls. We're going save game. The playthrough. Overwrite this save file. Alright. So. Character. Intelligence 12. Yeah, I know what this does. Alright. Wits 11. Sounds good. That's all good. That's good. That's good. That's good. On this character. Strength. Constitution. Awesome. Thievery. Perfect. Great. Excellent. Love it. Perfect. Awesome. I'm just gonna save twice, because, like, who knows? Why not? No, I had to exit out so I could turn off my other controller. Because if I don't exit out, then it'll tell me to keep turning on the other controller. Hell yeah, that's my mod right there. Let's go. No. Because you control your whole party in this game. Hold on. Yikes. Alright. So I just... no, it's like, what's another game that does this? You ever played... I think the Marvel games work like this, like the Hero, little Marvel, like Lego Hero and stuff work like this. You can just switch between them, you know? Like I'm this guy, no, I'm this guy. So I don't have to have both controllers. Alright. So I don't even know if I can lockpick this door, but we're gonna try. Let's go. But before we go in there and get ourselves into too much trouble. Move item. The topple crate is blocking the doorway. Face the crates and press X on the action menu. Select move to move the crates out of the doorway. Oh, I see. This is a better job. For my telekinesis, man. Anything cool? Darn. So there's nothing good, huh? Oh, medical cabinet. Ooh, raw bird leg. Sear to seal and all those delicious juices. Mug of beer. Cool. Press right trigger to open the panel selection. Radial, then point. Cool. Upgrade your equipment when you can. Select a slot and press A to view suitable gear. I don't know if this one does it. The other one does. Need to find a cooking pot. Bucket helmet. Press right trigger and point left thumbstick in the direction of the equipment panel to open it. Perfect. Yeah, I don't really mind the -1 initiative, because I kind of want my warrior guy to go first anyway, you know? My magic warrior. Which means I should probably switch to him. Oh, where was it that I found the thing about formations, though? Right there. Yeah. know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this or not. Hopefully not. Deck of cards, cool. Lever. Oh, what did that just do? That didn't sound good. The whole boat shook. Attack with A. Heck nah, bro. We don't need to attack things. We got lockpicks. Well, we got bony fingers. This lock can't be picked. That's funny. Nice kick. Ugh. Ooh, an ooze barrel.
This again.
Move a candle into the poison surface or set it on fire to blow up the door. Interesting. So this is when we need to come over here. We need to go like this. We need to go like this.
Good thing I needn't worry about splinters.
Wow. I should probably test this before I get into combat. Well, that's hilarious. Dadgummit. Oh wait, but it's wet right now, so it doesn't matter. That's perfect. So it's all gonna turn to poison now, right? Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. Empty bottles. Let's go. That's crazy. I can't believe they changed it. That kind of makes me happy that I've never really played it too far. Minor healing potion. Let's go. Of course, I forget, like, this is my strength character, so I really need him to be picking up all the junk. Uh-oh, am I gonna get in trouble for this?
And I'm back where I started. Nowhere to go but up. An animal sty. Freight or food?
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully, her rectangular eyes like letterboxes to the void. With one sharp hoof, she kicks you right in the
Ow.
shin.
Fresh meat. Nice. Plump. Banded like a chicken's leg, too.
Poke the sheep's ample belly with your toe or mark that she's got more meat on her than you do. Sniff and tell the sheep you don't appreciate being likened to a farm animal. Outlaw, wink and say her fleece would fetch a better price in the black market than your flesh. You don't intend to take sass like that from a sheep. Take your leave instead.
That may be so, but look at the flies. Ban wisdom. Flies know when a creature will die. And it's around your head they're buzzing, not mine.
With two shakes of her stumpy tail, the sheep turns away from you to peruse her hay-filled manger.
Well, fine. Advanced selection cycling. Move closer to the stack of crates and cycle through the crates in front of you with left bumper and right bumper. I see. Interesting.
They are coming.
Oh, snap. Yo, acidic senpai raiding with a 13. Thank you kindly. Appreciate you, brother. What's good? What's good? You're supposed to go from the other side. The Toro leaps you back to that door with the poison. LOL. Yeah, for sure. You know, I got the lockpick, so I'm checking. So I'm kind of going through both ways. I'm checking both sides out, you know? We got options.
Did you expect a needle?
Did you expect a needle? I don't know what I expected, okay? Rude. Another bucket. Let's go.
Rubbish.
A bucket with water. I think they said put it in a... Oh, yeah. I can't activate that. I don't really need all these then.
Did you expect a needle?
Thane has taken the cargo key from Ifan using magic pockets. I should have opened the door. To easily pick up many objects around you, hold A to create an active search area. Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's brilliant. Hello. Hypity. What's good, y'all? What's good? Hello, everyone. Welcome. Token Fisherman, what's good? Yo, Acidic, dude, bro. So happy, man. So happy to have your homies here. I am playing on this game that is highly rated. Check out Acidic Senpai if you haven't already. He goes frickin' ham on the games he plays. But yeah, I mean, really highly rated game. Haven't had any time to play it previously.
This again?
To read a book or parchment, open your inventory. Press right trigger and select it, and press A to read. This is your inventory. Everything you picked up is stored here. Press X on the objects in your inventory to find out what you can do with them. I need to look up crafting for this game or something. There's a lot of stuff. Orders from guards to are important. It's come to my attention again that several of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto the pressure plates. This will not do. The purpose of these measures is to require the presence of at least 3 magisters at a change of shift. Any deviation will result in at least 1 magister getting thrown overboard. Make sure it isn't you. Master C1. So what you're saying is that I need to do exactly that. Roger that. So where's the third plate? Gotcha, there's just two. Oh, I see. I see. We have a solution for this, though. And I guess we have enough buckets, really. Rex, thank you for that follow. Alright, so I'm sleeping, man. Take care on the rest of your stream. Yo, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Sleep well, sweet prince. Hey, puppy dog. Hold on a second. Okay, well, that worked. Perfect. So apparently my puppy dog needs to go outside. Just give me a quick second, y'all. Okay, so how much trouble am I about to get into is the question, really. You stepped in oil. Oil surfaces can slow you down and also be ignited. Every surface has its own effect. Is there an oil barrel? Ooh. Himwar.
me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Agree to help him. Ask what to do. Turn your back. There's no way you're getting involved. I am carefully. Why is he in the cage in the first place?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
Interesting. This is a terrible idea. This guy does not.
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Set me free and I'll set you free. What are you going to set me free from?
A gentleman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
I do not trust you, friend. He's asleep. Nice. You found an electric discharge scroll. Try it out in a puddle, water, or stream, cloud, and see what happens. Cool.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
I don't know what I just did. I hit a button on my controller, but I guess I just told him I was here to buy and sell. Would you be interested in a fine bucket, my friend? Finest bucket in all the land.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me? Wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose your words carefully.
Dang.
My fists ache to meet an
Sometimes you will be able to persuade the person you're talking to. Your answer, your stats, and your persuasion ability will decide how successful you'll be. Ignore the guard and make a move towards the nearby lever. Tell the truth. You're snooping around. What's he going to do about it? Wit's perception. Salute him and say his superior sent you. He's to report to the upper deck. Why would he believe that if I'm a prisoner? Tell him you heard yelling coming from above. He needs to get up there. Laugh and tell him one of the guards on the upper deck fell overboard and you should check it out. Well, I've got an upgraded wits. So I guess wits?
clever story.
Oh! Clever story, lol. I have 0 persuasion, so I have no luck at persuading. That's funny. Alright, well, sorry friend, I really don't trust that guy anyway. I'm not particularly worried about it. Maybe I'll level up on the boat. Is there really a difference between a bucket and a bucket helmet? Because that's ridiculous.
This again.
Nice. Those will sell nicely. So I've already gone through here. I just don't have any persuasion. So I'm either gonna fight that guy, and I don't want to go hostile just yet. Anything else back here? No? Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial deck? No? There's probably not as many consequences as I think there is for this. Huh. I don't even know, like, are the Magisters good guys or bad guys? Or, like, I mean, they have us kind of, like, you know, in prison, so. Wait, is it just locked? What if I have him lockpick it? It's probably gonna be like, this cannot be picked.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Dang! Rude. Combat in Divinity Original Sin 2 is played in rounds. Everything you do in combat costs action points, which you receive each round. Your turn ends when you have no AP left. From left to right, the order of character portraits determines the order of combat. I can't wait. Alright, so let's go. Hotbar. Oh, it doesn't cost a, it just has a 6-turn cooldown. Oh no, Bull Rush isn't on my hotbar though. No, don't. Gosh dang it, don't sneak. Rip. Still getting used to these controls. It's a little weird. It's a little wonky, not gonna lie, but that's okay. Not enough action points.
Prepare yourself.
The prisoner's buoyant voice darkens as his eyes rest on yours.
Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine. I'm nothing if not a man of my word. And I did give my word I'd set you free, lad. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them.
Yeah, of course. Rushing your enemies, dealing 2 physical damage and setting bleeding. Set bleed for 2 turns.
I'll yield to none.
I missed him? Perfecto, perfecto, perfecto. I didn't want you to attack the ground, I just wanted you to move out of the poison. Boom, mission accomplished. $25 gold. And apple juice. Yeah, not worth. If you summon the incarnate specific surface, it gets that type of infusion. Heck yeah, do you like that blood infusion? I was like, I see you bleeding, friend. I see you bleeding over there. I can use that. Yeah, I'm not looking, I mean, you know. Maybe I'm gonna not like those guys. But, right now I don't want to just murder random people. For no reason. Let's leave the tutorial area.
Shaking her fluffy coat, the sheep eyes you balefully. Her rectangle.
Wish I had some shears, man. Anything in these? There's 5 gold in there. Thank goodness I checked again. Alright, yeah, let's leave the tutorial area. What do I have on me, though? What do I have, like, inventory-wise? Could I even craft anything? I don't think so. Electric discharge scroll is pretty cool. What just happened? It was like I used them. Weird. I don't know. Oh, use just means drop. Okay, gotcha. I mean, I don't know that worth, but let's do it. Yo, fire summon sounds strong. Oh, this is... Oh. I see. I see. Interesting. Ooh.
Junk.
Yo, one man's trash. What? Crafting panel. Select an item, press A to combine slot. Once you have more than one, press A to try and combine them. In the pot still. Cool.
empty.
Why, you're looking a bit more chipper. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work, even if I do say so myself. There you are. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters.
Tags determine what options are available to you in dialogue, and how the world reacts to your party members. Custom characters have race, gender, and background tags. Origin characters have unique origin tags. Give the Magister a quick salute and report for duty on the good ship. Look around warily and wonder what damnable dungeon you ended up in this time.
Dungeon? You have the gall to call my laboratory a dungeon? I'd be quite annoyed with you if you didn't look so honestly perplexed.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh, well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good boy, perhaps a cure as well. An end to sauce.
You pull the thing around your neck futilely. Demand to know why she collared you.
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those sauce spells of yours? See what happens.
Ifan, you recall power building inside you. Remember the wolf of your soul manifesting. Unleash it.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts. Makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Well, that's messed up, fam.
Good gods, there's been a murder here.
A young magister stands pale and silent. Her knuckles whiten around her weapon as you pass.
Feed you can trade with everybody.
You've been collared and you've been told why. There really is no need for
Ooh,
you to
short
linger.
stick, tattered shoes. I've got 40 gold. I think that's armor.
Behind the magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
Avoid looking into the room between the lurching ship and the smell of blood. You feel a little sick. Peer into the room and ask what happened. Take your leave.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
always does? This sort of thing happens often?
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man. Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Inform her she wasn't the man's protector, she was his captor.
Finn didn't see it like that. He was desperate for us to help him. Two things scared the living daylights out of him. His own shadow and his own source. We'll find out who did this. Speaking of...
She looks up at you with a mirthless smile.
I was on duty in your room when the murder happened. You were asleep the whole time. Didn't even stir. You're one of the only indisputably innocent people on the ship. Unless you can commit murder in your sleep, of course.
Ask if she's investigating her fellow magisters as well. One of them could have easily done this.
Finn was killed by Source. If a Magister could do that, there wouldn't be a Magister. It looks more like a passenger managed to slip their collar. And the rest, well, you see the evidence in front of you. Listen, I could use someone to keep their ears open among the passengers. Sometimes they clam up in front of a uniform. Bring me a good lead, and I'll throw in a shiny gold coin for you. How about that?
My price is higher than a gold coin.
Not in here it isn't. You let me know if you hear anything.
I have an idea. Listen.
So, anything interesting for me? So, anything interesting for me?
You really gotta stand there, right there on the middle of his body like that?
So, anything interesting?
Chunk of flesh, a mysterious chunk of flesh. This could be anything or anybody. No, we know, it's Finn. Elves can eat limbs to experience the memories of the person that limb once belonged to. Turn into an elf.
Something has changed. You are you, but more. You are another, but not. You look to your hands, your belly, your feet. Flesh you don't know, molded into unfamiliar shapes. You cradle your aching head, where another's memories and wisdoms mix with your own. Your fingers trace a line from your head to your face, feeling not the creases of the mask, but the porous surface of new skin. You lower your arm, blink twice, and step forward in this new guise.
You learned a new skill. Open the skill book to check it out or cast it from your hotbar. Alright, I'm an elf. Let's go.
As the dead man's flesh slides down your throat, you feel his consciousness enter yours. His memories are yours to experience. You are Finn. Your heart is heavy. You know too much. It's all too much. You met him. A bright light blinds you, then fades. You feel a tremendous power in your hands, but they are shaking so hard you can barely use them. Suddenly you're on this very ship, crouched in a corner, hugging your knees. A figure approaches, an older woman. Her eyes are kind. She comes closer. She says she wants to talk. She reaches a hand toward you. You grasp it. The memories end. You are no longer Finn. You return to yourself with a jolt.
New skill, adrenaline. Let's go.
Junk.
Oh, F. They'll become suspicious. This probably isn't far enough. Hold it right there. I've been authorized to search all your belongings. Now let's take a look. Be safe out there. Don't go causing any problems. Of course, friend. Of course. We'll find him. We'll find him. Don't you worry.
No marks, no indications of a struggle. Ugly sight, isn't it? Burns me up this happened under our protection. We're extremely lucky no Voidwalker followed the source that did this.
Asked her why she's letting you so close to the crime scene. For all she knows, you could be the killer.
She looks up at you with a mirth.
I was on duty. You're one of the
You are a sorcerer, after all.
indisputably innocent. Not with that collar on you, Art. Listen, bring me a good
Yo, my
lead,
price is high.
and I'll throw in a shot. Not in here. You let me know if you... So...
So you
anything
learned something
interesting
from the
for me?
dead man's memories. He met an older woman on the ship.
From his memories? You ate something off his corpse? Please, don't tamper with the evidence. Especially not like that. As for the older woman, I'll have to check out the ship's log. If she's aboard, I haven't met her myself. Must avoid us Reds when she sees us. If you meet anyone like that aboard, maybe you could talk to her. Casually. See when she last spoke to Finn.
Woo woo.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow.
Admire the sheep's wool and ask if you might take a bit.
Haven't got any shears, have you?
Alright, I gotta find some shears. Bedroll, nice. You picked up a bedroll. Use it to rest and heal your party.
Come on, please, Losa. Be good, you scallywags.
Rubbish.
Nice. Elf armor looks so crazy. Alright, he found my man that talks to people.
Ah, there you are. Husband. Would you please tell this very charming gaggle of not-at-all brat-like babes that I am by no accounts this Losa woman, nor do I sing, in fact. I'm deathly allergical.
Play along, take her arm with a grin, and tell the children they must be mistaken.
How very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with anyone else. What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something when I'm good and ready.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty-haired, and smiles flatly.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we?
So that's true enough. Shakes her hands. Those, you presume? Ask. She couldn't find some more age-appropriate commands. Say you're more concerned with survival than entertainment.
You'd presume, right?
Ask if she knows anything about the murder that happened up aboard. Tell her she ought to have a look around with you. You can watch each other's backs.
Thanks, but I already belong to an elite and exclusive ship gang. We play ball every day after lunch. You're too soft for it. You take care, though.
Asking if she knows anything about the murder that happened on board.
Nope. Trying not to find anything out either. Ignorance is bliss. The utterer, the better.
Suddenly, her eyes cloud to an unnatural black. Greyish veins run down her face, and her mouth tightens into a cruel sneer. As quickly as they came, the clouds clear. She smiles as though no change came over her.
Good luck, Chief.
Thanks.
Do you know Losa? She's a really good singer. I'm better though. Listen. La la la.
Whoa, 312 gold? Kid's got a rich little thing. Maybe that's just his price. He's like, I'll give it to you for 312 gold.
I wasn't doing anything. I swear.
You been down by the room up the hall?
No.
You sure about that?
Oh, poor kid. Got scared by the guard.
What's your name?
13 gold, huh? For one armor? I don't know that that's really worth it.
She got eaten by a void woken. You look like my daddy. His name is Frida. He's waiting for me at home.
Sharp rock, nice. I wish I knew more about these recipes, you know.
An elf sits tucked away in a dark spot, lazily rolling dice onto the surface of a barrel. They sound like the dry cackling of an old witch.
Yeah, suspect, I know. Her eyes going crazy. Yeah, Los is interesting.
Snake eyes.
She chuckles.
I bet that's just what they'll look like.
Wonder what she's doing.
Rolling dice. Deciding fates.
Whose fates is she deciding?
Don't worry, honey. It isn't yours.
She looks you up and down with the merest hint of a coy smile on her lips.
Never say never, though.
She can decide fates with dice. Ask if she can read the future in cow and trails as well.
She eyes you quite seriously.
Not the future, no. But I can read the past in flesh. One of the perks of being an elf, you see. I'm quite good at it, too. I could lick your arm and tell you how you spent the night before last.
You don't see why not. Extend your arm.
She gives your arm a vigorous stroke of the tongue, efficient like a cat grooming.
You were in a cellar with other sorcerers. As everyone lay sleeping, it seems you and another elf engaged in an action somewhat similar to the one I just performed. Only rather more vigorously.
Wow.
Of course it is. The truth's right there, skin deep. But don't you worry, darling. Your secret's safe with me. I don't lick and tell.
Getting it on with an elf.
You, Jill, is that right? I've a few questions for you.
A broad dwarf sits totally upright on the bench, eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, boy. You hear that?
Wave his request away and ask him what he knows about the murder on board.
His eyes snap open.
Murder? Ah, that's what they were going on and on about. I wouldn't know anything about it. I kill a man. He knows who done it. His daddy knows who done it. And the mayor knows who done it too.
His eyes flutter shut, and he assumes his position of repose once more.
Whether they catch me is another matter. But I ain't one to hide my accomplishments.
I hear you. So what was I supposed to be hearing?
The ship, of course.
Okay, quiet and listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
Say the sea sounds angry like it's trying to capsize the ship.
The fellow cocks his ear.
That isn't anger. It's...
He cocks his ear to the other side. Then...
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen.
Close your eyes and try to let the ambient sounds of the ship fade away.
There now. Just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There. You heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, boy. Good news.
Nod, you heard it, but what's it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Pardon my beard. Telling me you shouldn't talk like that about such a magnificent beard.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate.
Ask why he's so excited about reaching Fort Joy. You haven't heard anything good about that place.
No indeed, boy. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, boy.
Cock an eyebrow. If he's hatching an escape plan, you want in.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
You one of them? A divine order loyal? They killed a sorcerer, you know. They'll hide the evidence well enough, but make no mistake.
Nice. Long branch. No, not really. I mean, you know, if I can get a couple silver here, find out what happened.
You put a knuckle in it. I'm trying to concentrate.
They don't care about us.
Name?
Ifan bin Meds. Yes, you know it's hard to pronounce.
Well, you aren't here on my list. Scram, mate. We're trying to catch a killer.
I hear you. I hear you.
You think me mad?
Mad? Insufferable? Surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you.
Well, what have we here? A fresh face in this stale hell. Let's size you up, shall we? See if you'll do.
Yeah, right. I like the elf too, Reaper. She's awesome.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent of inspecting your teeth.
The nurse slapped away his hand.
My, we are fierce, aren't we? Not to worry. I'll soon remedy that. Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Heck yeah, bro.
Ah, music to my beleaguered stomach. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short,
stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garb and say these provide cool in the summer.
yes, I can tell from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style. I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Most certainly have your personal pride. Stranger to combs, powders, and perfumes. Tell them you're trying to recall the last time you bathed. What month is this?
Just as I thought. That explains what's besieging my nostrils. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you can cook, but you have the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun. That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave.
Oh, rip.
Ever so sorry. My slave, of course. Oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
I spent my life singing for my slaves to bring me my supper. Finer fare than boiled roots and rotten tubers, too. Meanwhile, the Magisters feast on honeyed meat behind this very wall. The indignity.
The indignity. Well, y'all, this is fun. But I think I'm going to have to call it here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. Appreciate y'all chilling. Now that we finally got it working, finally got it flowing. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow. I'll keep y'all informed as best I can on like Twitter and stuff. Thank y'all for being here. Stay frosty, my friends. Hang out with me here a minute longer, and I'll see if one of the homies online, and we'll raid y'all on over to him.